What an exciting day. Hello everybody. I'm so sorry that I'm really late, and then I rescheduled the time that I was going to be on and I still didn't get on in time. So sorry about that. Just on the phone, a lovely potential new client just contacted me. So we were chatting away and I looked at the phone and went, whoops, bit late. So it's been a really exciting day today. I feel in a completely different place than I did when I was talking to you guys last Thursday. So last Thursday, absolutely phenomenal, debilitating anxiety. I really, really hate it when I feel like that, as I'm sure those of you that experience anxiety know exactly what it feels like and how much that can make a change. So did an awful lot of I did a lot of stepping back, actually. I stepped back to have a look at what I could do, what I could change, where it was coming from. And during that, I was thinking about how do I even get past this? And somebody had talked to me about leaning in. And it really gave me the opportunity to think, what does leaning in mean? So she was saying, when you feel a difficulty, when things are tricky for you, lean into it. I was like, okay, but what does that actually look like? Because I'm a bit of a doer, and sometimes I need to know what leaning into something actually looks like. So if you are experiencing a difficulty at the moment, leaning in basically means, instead of drawing yourself back from it, instead of doing the whole, no, I don't want to think about that, I'm fine, I need to pull myself together, it's not a problem, if I could just, I hate that phrase, if we could all just, we'd get a lot more done. But sometimes we have to take that time out. Sometimes we have to say, I can't do that at the moment, and that's fine. This is what I'm going to do instead. So leaning into it for me looked like giving myself the time to explore what was going on. Leaning in for me looked like lots of journaling and looking at key journaling points that I have collated to see what the difficulty is. So that was around, what is the difficulty? What am I feeling at the moment? What do I want to feel instead? And how am I going to get there? So that's a lot of a mixture of sort of masculine and feminine energies. So our masculine energy is all of those do things. And sometimes when I'm struggling a little bit, I can get really carried away of, what do I need to do? Let's add things to the to-do list. If I'm doing things, I'll feel like I'm achieving something. But I don't know about you, as much as I love a list and I love ticking things off, and I also love adding things to the list in order to tick them off, sometimes I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere despite that. So I can be doing, and then I still get stuck. So what is the feminine energy? Well, the feminine energy is the opposite of that. Feminine energy is the being. So who am I when I'm doing X, Y, and Z? So for me, I find the masculine energy is my go-to. The masculine energy is my place of comfort. But does it actually help me? No, not all the time. And it's because I struggle with the being part. I sometimes struggle with the feminine energy side of things. So the feminine energy is about, who am I being right now? And one of the most amazingly empowering, awesome things to do when you are feeling in a fog, when you are feeling stuck, when you are feeling, I don't know what to do next. The best set of journaling strategies that I have are, I am the woman who. So I start at the top, I am the woman who, and then I fill in like all the bits afterwards. So I am the woman who first and foremost supports other women to leave toxic relationships quicker than she managed to. I am the woman who talks to people openly about her own toxic relationships, particularly with her mum, and how I deal with those. I am the woman who talks about her mindset openly with other people in order to encourage others to share. I am the woman who make sure that she puts some self-care in every day and knows what that looks like to get the most out of herself. I am the woman who has a tidy desk because she knows that when her desk is really messy, it means that her mind's really messy. I am the woman who makes sure that she eats 3 pieces of fruit a day. It literally, you can make that be anything. So let's say it's work related. I am the woman who dresses like the next level up because maybe you want a promotion. if it's at home, I am the woman who did the meal planning this week, because God, is or is not what are we having for dinner the most irritating question in the world? And in our household, this is what that conversation looks like. What should we have for dinner? I don't know. Right, brilliant, fab, thanks. Anybody else got any ideas? No, I don't know really. Or my kids will be even more helpful. Food that we like. Brilliant. I find it really, really irritating. So sometimes when I've meal planned, I can actually say to my kids, this is for dinner tonight. Your options are take it or leave it, which makes things a lot less complex. I've really gone off at a tangent. What was I talking about? What was I talking about? I am the woman who statements. So sometimes I am the woman who has done some meal planning, which is good because it helps me make sure I know what I'm getting at the supermarket instead of wandering around aimlessly. It makes sure that I can say to the kids, this is what's for dinner tonight. There might be a couple of choices, but generally this is what you're having. If you like it, brilliant. If you don't, you don't. So that I am the woman who are the most powerful statements that I have been able to use in journaling, which really, really help me level up. So there'll be the things that I can do now. So right now, I am being the woman who, I am the woman who right now. And like when I get to the next level, and then I'll look at what the next level things are. So for me, I'm trying to think of a next level thing that I've written recently. So for me at the next level, I am the woman who, oh God, why is it now, of course, that I cannot think of a single example? Come on, Sarah, focus. I am the woman who gives her time back philanthropically. So the things that I do in relation to helping other people that aren't part of my charging points, they are part of my philanthropy. They're part of my giving back. For me, it's very much, if I progress in my business, I want to also be giving more to people who are struggling. So I have decided to work with a new charity because I thought actually sometimes when you look at those things of I am the woman who in the future, you realise that actually you can do some of those things now. So for me, the two things that I've done is I've reached out to the school about toxic relationships, to maybe talk to small groups of the girls at the school, to talk to them about their self-esteem and what's not right in a relationship. So for example, if a boyfriend or a girlfriend is saying, no, don't go out with your friends, spend the time with me because I love you and I just want to see you. Actually, you might think, oh my God, that's amazing. How sweet, he loves me so much. But the reality behind that is that can be the start of some controlling behaviours. So that's what I'm doing. So if you were looking at those statements and you were looking at, right, who am I being right now? Positive things, not negative things. So if you're being a complete and utter nag right now, you would turn that into, I am the woman who understands that nagging my husband is not the best way to communicate and is looking for alternative ways of dealing with that. So there's loads and loads of different things, but all of them have to have a positive spin on. So if there's something negative that you are doing or having at the moment, then it's about, I acknowledge that that is a problem and I'm looking for a solution for it. And then when you're looking at the next level up, where can you level up? Where can you say, if I was at my next level, I would be doing this. So for me, for the business, it would be like, at the next level, I am the woman who is bringing home consistently, I don't know, £10,000 a month or what have you. And so for me, it's about, right, what are the things that I could be doing now that I think things are in the future as well? And that's what kind of helps me get to the next level. So share with me on the comments below, send me a message, however you want to do it. Comments below would be lovely because then it's nice for everybody else to see what people are saying. But is there something that you can say, right, I am the woman who is doing X, Y, and Z? Because sometimes, like, I can get to the end of the week and I do a LinkedIn post every week to say, this is what I've been up to, this is what I've been doing, and then I'll tag in relevant people. So that's very much this is my business persona, this is who I've been this week, this is what I've been doing this week. And sometimes I'll be like, oh, I've got to write my LinkedIn post and there's nothing, I don't know what to say, I don't feel like lots has happened. And I'll go back through my diary and like, oh, actually, and I did this and I did that. So sometimes it's about just taking a moment to look at what is it that you're doing right now that actually you're not giving yourself credit for. Where can you celebrate those small wins? So I am the woman who, at the next level, I will be the woman who, What are those statements for you? How are you going to be able to sort of start to get to that next level now? How are you going to acknowledge what it is that you're doing now and make sure that you are leveling up? Make sure that you know what you're up to and what you're doing. So that's what's going on with journaling for me at the moment, and I think it would be really useful for you guys to try as well when you get some time. And you can just keep adding to it. So you can start a page, leave a few pages of your notebook spare and start writing on the next ones, and then keep coming back to that, keep adding to those action points. I am the woman who, I am the woman who, and just keep going, right, dots, and keep adding to it like that. That would be really, really beneficial for you. So give that a try, see if that works for you. Just to also let you know what's going on. So I have got the remainder of my course happening tonight, which is just bringing everything together for Healing Her Toxic Past Academy. Looking forward to seeing the ladies there. We lost a bit of momentum because of the Facebook blackout and then having to reschedule it, but it's bringing everything together tonight. Don't forget that on the 1st of November, I'm starting that again. And instead of asking you to commit to one huge course, what I'm doing is breaking it down. I'm not going to do the thing I did in the other video, I promise. So I've broken it down into the individual sections. And on the 1st of November, there will be a session about childhood programming in relation to your relationship with your parents. And then the following week will be like the back end of that, which is other things that happened, which is like bullying and things. So I'm not going to go through the whole program now, but those are the first two sessions. So the 1st of November, Monday at 6 o'clock, I'll be going through toxic relationships in your childhood in relation to your parents. The following week, toxic relationships in your childhood and any other factors. That could be other relationships that you were around, and maybe bullying at school, something that you've really, really struggled with and what have you. So those will be the first two sessions. They're £77 each. I'd love you to come and be on that. All you need to do to join is just let me know so that I can make sure you've got all the relevant information, make sure that you have got all the things that you need to make sure that you can join that session as well. So just reach out to me if you're interested, and I would love to welcome you. There will be limited places because I want to be able to deal with the comments that are coming in. I want to be able to engage with you guys properly so that I can speak to you and make sure that you're not just looking at me talking for ages. So hope that's helpful. Try the I am the woman who statements and let me know if you're interested in the course. Lots of love, and I will speak to you a bit later in the week.